Good evening, everyone. This is storytelling sessions, and our session number was a three, I guess. And
I think so.
yes, yes, and yep. Today I decided to tell you an astrological story instead of something from Puranas, and like what we know about let's say Shani, Saturn, um, and the Sade Sati period. I'm sure that many of you are going through Sade Sati here. Is anyone going through Sade Sati already here?
So, Smitaji, what is that? Sade Sati? I
Okay,
don't know about that.
right. We will,
Thank you.
yes, we will
Okay.
talk about that also in that case. It's
Yeah,
great that you
thanks. Okay.
don't. Right. So, anybody else, like going through Sade Sati, any daya or anything?
I'm going through third phase of Sade Sati, just here.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Somebody raised hand.
my yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
Yeah,
moon is
no,
in
I just
Aquarius.
Aquarius moon. Okay. Yes, yes, Subbu.
Yeah.
yeah. So I was just saying I've just entered Sade Sati Aries moon sign.
Aries. Yes, I'm with you.
Mine is Pisces, ma'am, second phase.
Second phase, so peak phase. Okay. I was expecting like many people who are going through Sadasati, I knew that they will join bit to understand this, in a
So
bit.
I was born, ma'am. I was born in Sade Sati. So
That's good actually.
Saturn and Sun in the second house from the moon.
Yeah, that's okay.
So this is my third round.
Third round already. Okay. How old are you?
I'll be 55.
Okay, right.
I am so new to all this. I'm
45
very
and third,
impressed.
55, 55. 45 can't
still
have.
not possible.
Yeah, I think more than 45.
55, I said.
Yeah,
Five
yeah,
five.
but still, you said your moon sign is Aries.
Yes, and
Oh,
Shani in my second house
second
from
house.
moon.
Yeah, it's possible, Ajayji. 55, so it's like पीछे आता है ना. Saturn is in his second house from moon in the birth chart.
Yeah, and fourth house from ascendant.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Okay, so without much delay, let's begin the story of Shani Dev, Shani Mahatma, Saturn, uh, Karma Phaladata. What else? What other names do you know of Shani?
Teacher's patience.
No, I mean, I'm talking just about names. Names of Shani. Saturn, Shani, Shani Dev, Shani Mahatma, Karma Phaladata.
Adhikari?
Yes, Dharmadhikari. Okay. So now, anyone here knows how was Saturn born?
Yes.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Many people know here, so that's a good thing. So Saturn was born to Sun and Chaya Devi. Okay. Sandhya, who was actually the wife of Sun, could not bear the radiance and the heat and the glow of Sun. So she created her own shadow, called her Chaya, and she left. And Shani was born to Chaya Devi. Okay. And Chaya Devi, when she was pregnant with Shani, she went into deep meditative state and she had like prayed or did the penance tapas for so long that she wanted a son who is basically she would be afraid that son might not accept, or this kind of fear was there because she knew that she was a shadow and she was not Sandhya Devi. So she went into deep penance, and then when Shani was born, so he was born with such a glow in the eye, okay, such tej, what we call, or such kind of gaze that dimmed even sun's glow for like temporarily when Shani opened his eyes and looked at sun. So sun's ego was like hurt. Okay, that is why in astrology also like we correlate sun and ego so much. First house sun is like egoistic person and things like that, right? So sun's ego was hurt so much. He's like, how can somebody have this kind of a gaze that can even like cut down my glow for some time, right? So that is when he says, no, this guy can't be like this. So he doesn't accept. He's like, who is this? I don't know. Plus, Shani was born to Chaya Devi, so he had dark complexion. So Sun was like, no, I don't know this guy. So I don't want to accept this person as a child because as soon as he opens his eyes, he dimmed his own father. So that is when Shani also gets the curse of, wherever Saturn aspects, that house is challenging. That house is challenged. So you might have heard this particular part in astrology that wherever Saturn aspects, that house is a bit challenging. And wherever Saturn sits or is positioned, that is like enhanced about Saturn, right? So this is also that. So it is also called Vakra Drishti in let's say South Indian languages, Sanskrit or many of the languages. It's called Vakra Drishti. Vakra means crooked, right? So it becomes crooked because of Sun's arrogance. He could not take in that his son had such kind of gaze that could dim his own light. So he curses his own son that wherever you look, it becomes so challenging that people will be scared of your gaze. Okay, so that is one thing. And then now at this point, Saturn himself, if you think about Saturn as a child, was neglected by the father, was not accepted by the father. Because one, he was born to Chaya Devi, not Sandhya. It was like a kind of cheating, let's say. And then he also had that kind of gaze, that kind of power that could, like cut out sun and his power. So he kind of cursed his own son. So Shani was like in deep, let's say, like hurt and deceptive, not accepted by own family, own son, right? So it's like, so he was like, why is this, why should I be cursed? So he grew up to be like a child with tantrums, let's say. So he was like, okay, became very demanding, right? So that is how you see when a person is like Saturn dominated, you can see them as quite demanding and they want to have things their own way. So you can also observe these kind of nature with people who have Saturn in, like specific positions. So Shani actually grew up as a demanding child. So what happens one day? Chaya Devi is cooking something and Shani is like very hungry. Like I said, gets demanding, very angry. So he doesn't care who is, who is in front of him or who is delivering something. So he is like known to be the judge or give the kind of results for anybody whoever does, the kind of karma. So like really fair, brutally fair, let's say. So he was known. And then his mother was cooking, he was hungry, she delayed food. So he got so angry that he kicked his own mother in anger. So this was noted. And again, Surya, he's like, how dare you kick your own mother? So you're so arrogant. So that is why, like Shani walks a bit teda, okay, a bit teda, a bit slowly because his leg is like, like cursed. So that is one background story for Saturn's, let's say, one is drishti and two is the speed of motion. Any doubts still here? Any more additions? Any other versions that you've heard?
No, ma'am.
No, no more versions that you have heard. You knew about the story?
Hi, ma'am.
Yes,
This is Sai.
yes.
Actually, I'm just hearing this for the first time. Like, Saturn is not good with Chaya, like Mahi
No, 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 no. It's
is.
not about not good with Chaya. It's about being fair or, like giving the kind of results irrespective of who it is. Now, you delayed the food, so you get the punishment. That's the attitude Shani had. Okay, but
Why it looks like everything you're talking about me?
okay, I don't want to discuss your chart any which ways, but yes. Right. So Saturn is like that brutally honest or brutally fair. So that is why people are scared. He also has that curse that okay, people should be scared of his gaze.
Okay, I can't comment now.
Right? So this happened, and then Shani was actually like I said, like hurt, that not respected by own family, not considered to be, like blessed or whatever. So then he actually went in and he prayed Lord Shiva. I think this story might be known to many of you. He prayed, the story behind Sade Sati begins here, that he prayed Shiva. He's like, why am I cursed? Why are people so scared of me? I didn't do anything wrong, right? I was just born this way. I looked at my father and he says that people will be scared of my gaze because his light got dimmed. This is not unfair on my part, right? So that is what he says. And then Shiva is like, okay, Shiva can relate to it. Okay, I will connect it how and why. So Shiva said, okay, I will give you the boon that you will be the, like the judge, or you will be the delivery of results of every person's karma. You will be the karma phaladata, which means whatever they do, the results according to their deeds is your responsibility. So this is one story that comes in, that Shani goes and prays to Shiva because he was not respected by his own family because of the curses that he had from his father and mother, all these things. And then there is another story where like Brahma defines the roles of every planet, and then he defines Saturn as so and so. And then there is also another story where Vishnu asks the question that which planet is great and all that. So there will be a debate that happens. Then King Vikramaditya says, like Saturn is of least importance. He was not even respected by his father. He has so many curses, this, that. So Saturn says time will teach, and that is when he goes to Shiva and he asks for a boon, and then he gets the Sade Sati testing period things. So, and he also asks Shiva that nobody will be spared because the righteousness was there. He's like, nobody will be spared from this particular testing phase. Then Shiva says, what about me? He says, including you. So, and he agrees, he grants him the boon. And there is also one more story, like cross story with this, that once what happens is it is Shiva's turn to get into the Sade Sati, and he'll say, I don't want to get Sade Sati. I will, like hide from Shani and I will go somewhere. And then let's see, he can't find me. And he turns himself into a horse and he'll be gazing somewhere. And then Shani comes, he sits there, he waits. After 7.5 years, then Shiva comes back. He's like, see, you didn't find me. You could not test me. You could not affect me in any way. Then Saturn says, you being the Lord of Lords, Mahadev, you turn yourself, you disguised yourself as a horse, you went somewhere from your own home, discomfort, you were living elsewhere, isolated from all your family, from everyone. So, what else do you think was testing? Okay, so this is also another story. I don't know if you people have heard this.
Yes, we have heard this.
You've heard this, right? So,
Yeah.
now, so basically, the point here is Saturn is like, let's say, very very fair, or like unbiased. about what who does. So if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. That's about it. Okay. So now what do you think are your key takeaways from this?
Just, Smitaji,
Yes.
what does it mean, Sade Sati? Like,
Yeah. Sade Sati,
to
it
be,
is okay. Now when Saturn transits in the 12th house from your moon, on your moon, and second house from your moon. Okay. So this is like Saturn changes zodiacs in 2.5 years, approximately 2.5 years. Okay. So that two and a half, 2.5, total together becomes 7.5 years. Okay. So that is called Sade Sati.
so what happens when something is in
Yes,
Sade
we,
Sati
we we
period?
will we will definitely talk
Okay,
about that.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
So how it affects what you should know.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk about that. But before that, I just wanted you to understand, or like talk about some key takeaways from this particular story that you heard now about Saturn's birth, Saturn's gaze, Saturn's speed of motion, anything at all. Anyone?
More than
Mhm.
key takeaways, what comes to mind is that, no wonder Shani is so much about fairness, right? Because from birth itself, he was treated unfairly. It
Yes.
wasn't his fault that he was born out of, illegitimate affair or whatever it is
It's not
with
illegitimate affair.
Sandhya.
It's just that born out of a shadow, basically.
Okay, okay, yeah. So,
Which
but that has like
yeah.
symbolic meaning, probably, right?
Yes.
And then, the father's ego is hurt. It's not his fault.
Mm,
So, it's not surprising that he's so much about fairness
yes.
and that fairness is so important to him, right?
Mm, right.
And
Yeah, you've
and
raised.
that he's the karma phaladata, right? So
Yes.
that
Yes.
ties with fairness too, right? Like
Yes.
karma is always fair, as we know from,
Yes. Yes.
Hindu.
Yes. So,
So
like
yeah,
I said, he's totally unbiased, and that's how the
yeah.
story of his mother serving him food late also comes into picture. That he's not even biased towards his mother. And he's not, and the story of Shiva also says that he's not even biased towards the person who gave him the boon at the first place. So, yes, Priyaji, you have raised your hand.
Yeah, so for me, the key takeaway is whenever we are going through this Saturn period or Sada Sati,
Hmm.
because of this nature of Saturn, it is all about, it's not about fear. Like if we have done, if our karmas have been good, then probably the pain that we go through might be lesser. If the karma has been bad, then the pain is something more. So it is all what we have done
Hmm. Hmm.
previous birth or this birth. So that is what we will be undergoing, and it is like a cleansing that will happen to us in that period.
Yeah.
Two, because of the motion of the Saturn being slow, things can get delayed in this period.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's also in the name like Shanaichar, Shanai Shanai Chalne Wala, Shanai Shanai Chal. Shanai means
Yes.
slower, yes. Okay. So why do
And
you think,
treat everybody with
hmm,
fairness.
yes, and Saturn delays things, so why?
Because of slow movement,
Slow
or
movement, yes, and also why is it delayed? Why is it associated with delays?
he has to probably confirm whether we deserve it or not.
Well, if I have to say, then it's about how you behave when something you're waiting for is being deliberately delayed, or it's like testing of your patience.
Mm.
Okay. And why is it counted from the moon? Because moon is your mind, manokaraka, right? Psychologically, it impacts.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ma'am, I just got some network issues, so I'm just asking the same question which I asked.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there was a serial in Hindi. I'm from Kerala, but still I watch Shani Ishwaran.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a serial, and in that it's like pictured like Shani is more attached to his mother and
Mm,
not that much to his father's son.
mm,
So I felt like the same what we see as a story
mm,
is what we conclude in from the conjunction. Like if Saturn is with Sun is not that much good.
mm.
But I have heard also that if Saturn, Moon is also together, it drains Moon's energy. But
Yes.
in the serial, it was like it is more attached.
Yeah,
But
like I
we
said,
know,
yeah, like I said, Shani grew up to be demanding child because he was
okay,
not given the importance or whatever by choice. So he became demanding. So that is why exactly when you are into Saturn period, Saturn Dasha, Antardasha, Mahadasha, whatever, even Sade Sati, Dhaya, Ashtam Shani, Pancham Shani, whatever Shani, you need to, be like on your toes. You cannot be lazy because Saturn likes discipline.
I think we will be forced to do that even we don't
That
like
is
to.
what. So you either do it by choice or you learn it the hard way and do.
Mm.
Okay. So that is why Saturn is demanding. Like I said, you do it, you get it. That's about it. So that is why whenever you have, like Saturn periods usually this Ashtam Shani, Pancham Shani, everything is counted from your moon sign. So why? Because your Saturn gets demanding, and that pressure is created on you psychologically, on your mind,
Mm.
right? So that is why exactly I said so. Saturn Moon combination is also not good because Saturn is demanding.
Okay. So is it like the worst conjunction with Saturn? That's the Saturn moon.
No, Moon Ketu is the worst conjunction.
Okay. What if Saturn, Moon, and Ketu comes together?
That's
Uh,
that's
I, I,
disastrous.
I, I, I think President Trump has Moon and Ketu
Yes,
conjunction.
yes.
Actually, I have like a moon in which Saturn and Ketu is aspecting both in my seventh house as well as in Navamsha.
Okay, okay. That's okay. We are not discussing charts here. So yes, Inder. I think if I'm not wrong, is Inder.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, just two questions, ma'am. What about Mahadasha then? First thing,
yes.
and second question just slipped off my mind.
Mm,
1 second. 19 years of Mahadasha, and second question related to Saturn and Lord Hanuman. They say that whenever
yeah.
Saturn is there, there is something related to Hanuman. If you do, there is some kind of protection that comes in.
Okay, that Hanuman
So
story.
one story, ma'am, what we know
Mm,
is when I'd read this in this book, ma'am, which is Aghori Part 3, which speaks law of karma.
mm-hmm.
So that's where it said that, and please correct me, ma'am, if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Um Ravana had overpowered all the planets,
Mm,
and he had made a steps of all these 9 planets to his throne, and Saturn was facing basically downwards. So, and when Hanuman came to burn Lanka, he saw Saturn hanging upside down, and he rescued Saturn because Saturn was pleading to him. And
mm.
then Saturn said that you have rescued me from this current situation, and whoever worships you will be kept safe from my drishti. I don't know how far it's true, ma'am. This is what I've read in the book.
Mm.
So, is it related?
Okay, so this is also one story that comes up, and that people say that the let's say the limping of Saturn. okay, is because Ravana had tied him on his leg and he was hanging upside down, and that's how his leg got hurt. This is also one story. And Hanuman,
Okay, ma'am.
rescued him. So because Ravana had actually, let's say, put everyone, all the planets into a prison and telling them to act like how he wanted. Basically, he wanted to change the
Correct,
destiny.
ma'am.
So this is also another way to learn that your destiny cannot be changed. It can only be decoded.
Okay.
Okay. So that is also a
Okay, ma'am.
signification of, like Saturn, let's say that, Saturn limping and, the slow motion because of that. Because Ravana had tied Saturn's leg up. That is one thing. And that is why exactly, when you offer oil, because it's like massaging oil to Saturn's leg, so it gives Saturn some kind of relief and he will bless you. So that is why, Shani pe tel chadana. That is how it has come.
Okay, ma'am. And then why 19 years? I mean, Sade Sati, the year we understood 2.5 and 7, but why 19 all of a sudden then?
Yeah, the Mahadasha period is 19 years because it is about the transit times again. The bigger planets have like more dasha system is being defined that way.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, it depends on your moon placement. So your Vimshotri Mahadasha starts from there.
Okay, okay.
Okay, yes, and yeah, so we were now talking about why and how Sade Sati affects in the 7.5 years, right? So now if you take, uh, like moon represents what? Your mind, emotions, comfort, and security, right? And Saturn is what? Saturn is time, discipline, and now, like we saw, it's reality, being fair, being unbiased, and then limits because of the rings, and responsibilities because of the weight, correct? So, all these things. Now, what happens in the phase one, stage one? The three stages, right? There are three stages in Sade Sati. That is one when the Saturn is in the 12th house, two when it is in the first house from moon, then three when it is in the second house. So stage one when it is 12th house. So 12th house, we say it's the house of losses, correct? House of losses. Now what do you lose? I think you guys should please unmute and talk. I need some
Ego.
interaction. Yes. Yes. So loss of ego, yes, the ultimate goal is to lose ego because of Sun's ego. I mean, SUN Sun's ego. Like Saturn had to suffer so much. So Saturn usually targets your ego, targets your confidence, targets your mind. So how is it done? So in the first phase is like first thing that happens is restlessness. Your mental peace is taken out. You lose your mental peace. Anxiety kicks in. Okay,
Mm,
stage one. And then basically you will be cut off. It's not that, like where Saturn aspects that is challenging. Why? Because the gaze is so strong that it will make everything clear. It will drop all the shields off, all the curtains off, and you see the brutal reality regarding that house. So that is why the gaze is like, let's say, how do I say, the scary part of, that is why people, when he got the curse that his gaze is, people are scared of his gaze, right? So why? Because you are seeing your true self without any filters. All the filters get dropped with the gaze because it's so powerful. So it just, like drops everything.
mm,
That is why, the gaze of Saturn is considered to be like, let's say, very impactful, very challenging. Why? Because you are seeing the brutal truth without any filter. you're facing the reality.
It could also be a good thing, no? Because then you see
Yes,
yourself as yourself.
yes, so ultimately it's the
Uh-huh.
good thing. But if you think about it practically, who would want to see their own true
Mhm.
self? Like aina dikhana, nobody is accepting that, correct?
Mm.
So that is why the first thing that is being advised in Sade Sati is like, be disciplined, accept whatever is coming to you, right? So that is how it affects basically. The phase one is that you are cut off from all unwanted people. First thing, you're left alone. Why? Because you are expected to introspect yourself, understand yourself, accept yourself as you are. That is your stage one. Okay. And now, what is stage two? Now, that is the deep confrontation with yourself. You're cut off from people, so you're lonely. So, how you behave in your loneliness without any support, how you handle yourself, how you handle your emotions, that becomes your phase two. And that is why, like, Moon Saturn combinations, what people have, when Saturn is transiting over their natal moon, that becomes the most challenging time. That is why it is the peak Sade Sati. Why? Because you are like basically, no filters, no guards, nothing. You have no one but yourself to support yourself. So, how you deal with that situation will build you in the third phase. So, what is third phase? It is you have learned, let's say, patience. You have learned to wait in your peak phase. You have learned to stabilize your emotions. You have learned to invest your emotions in the right place. Okay. So, third phase will build emotional stability. So, first phase, if it has setting in, and you're losing friends, you're losing people, understand that they were not your true friends or they were not required in your life. Saturn is trying to teach you that you are sufficient for yourself. You need to understand how to stabilize without anyone. So most cases of divorces, or most cases of breakups, most cases of friendship loss, most cases of all these things, this is the phase that happens. If it has to happen within the Saturn periods, then yes, the phase one. And phase two is when you are like held back, you're slowed down, you're not given what you want, like tadpa ke dena, right? Because it is teaching you how you hold yourself up during that peak phase or the peak testing phase. And then the third phase is when it is less impactful. Then you're building on what you have learned in the last two phases. The 5 years is a good amount of time to teach you lessons, right? So the third phase is like you are learning something and you're building. Yes, Inder.
Yes, ma'am. I just recollected my question. So, a lot of people I have interacted from the occult field, and a lot of them told me just the same thing, that when their Sadasati or their Mahadasha started,
Hmm.
that is wherein they got into learning of the occult, or the pull came in to learn the occult, ma'am. What could be the relation?
The
Why did
pull,
Saturn bring people to learn
no, it
the
is
occult?
just that,
And
yeah, like I
the way
said,
they
yes, like I said, you're cut off from people, you want to know answers. So you get into the introspective phase, right?
okay, ma'am.
So actually, to be honest, it's more of Rahu than Saturn. If you closely observe, they would come in the Rahu period. More occult or these kind of, like astrological people, they come in the Rahu period, not in Saturn. If you observe more in detail.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
But yes, Saturn also, because, like you begin to think, you begin to introspect, you begin to ask, why me, why this, why that, these kind of questions come in. Okay. And how many of you believe that I have not done anything wrong, so nothing wrong will happen to me? in this statement? How many of you believe in this statement? Yes, Shreya.
No, it's not me. It's Deekita, my sister. She's just
Okay.
we're having dinner, so she pressed it.
Okay. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. So how many of you think that मैंने कुछ गलत नहीं किया तो मेरे साथ भी कुछ भी गलत नहीं होगा?
My father is a firm believer in that. Like all his like he's in his 80s, but not me. There's bad things can happen to good people, I think, if
Yeah.
you're in the wrong place, wrong time. But my father is a that's like his religion. He really believes in that.
Yeah, right. So it's like हमने तो कभी भी किसी का बुरा नहीं चाहा है, हमारे साथ कुछ बुरा नहीं होगा.
Hmm.
Right? So this is the most bakwas statement.
Okay.
Seriously.
I'll
Because
tell my
मैंने कुत्ते को
father.
नहीं काटा, कुत्ता मुझे नहीं काटेगा. How? I mean, this doesn't work, right? It doesn't work like that. So if you have not done anything, then you just, leave your doors open and see. Because आपने तो कहीं चोरी करने नहीं गए. कोई भी आपके घर में चोरी करने नहीं आएगा.
Sure.
So that is the most bakwas statement. So, don't go by I have not done anything, so nothing will happen to me, right? So your karma phaladata is again, the thought. So if you're thinking that "Arey, I'm being very fair. I have not done anything bad in my life. Again, so that bad is again subjective. So according to you, you have not done anything bad, but you never know what you've done. All right.
So if we believe in a previous life or other lives, it doesn't make sense too, right? Karma, you can get phala
Yeah,
karma,
yeah, that's a whole
karma phala karma. Yeah,
big dimension I don't want to enter into,
yeah,
like
yeah.
this channel.
Hmm.
This birth, like what has happened like few years ago, I don't remember, so I don't really want to hit the last previous birth and before that and all that. Okay. So now what do you think could be the effects? So why does it feel heavy? Because it is affecting your mind, basically your mind. Okay. And then what do you learn? In the end of Sade Sati, what do you actually learn? So people will learn patience, people will learn discipline, people will learn, the purpose. You redefine the purpose of your life. You actually cut off and you try to value what is most important in your life. Okay, you will identify the people who will be with you, and you will also, learn financial discipline, right? So these are the things. So what else do you think are the psychological takeaways from the story, let's say? Anybody?
Acceptance.
Acceptance, yes. Anybody else?
To be strong, I guess, because it's going to happen, what's going to happen, and to be courageous to face
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
That
it
life is for learning.
yes, and it also teaches you, let's say, emotional dependence on one single person is not good. It happens, right? Like with many people, and especially with breakups, this is the biggest challenge that I have at least noticed, that emotional dependence on one person. Today,
I would like to add one thing here,
yes,
Smita ji,
yes,
that yeah, actually I second that point, emotional dependency on one point, and this is the precisely the reason, especially during second Sadesati, people lose their closed ones.
yes,
Spatially, and I mean, there are chances, mother especially. I lost mine, and I think Smitaji, you
Yeah,
also
I lost
lost.
mine.
So this is very common because mother is the first pillar of your life. So it's been taken away.
Yes. So basically, for anybody, that again, the emotional dependence is what I was talking about. So that is like the most important thing. Emotionally, Saturn is trying to make you independent, and that is why it is counted from the moon, because moon is your Chandro Mano Karaka. Mana is your moon, mind, emotions, everything is ruled by moon. Okay. So anything else? Any questions? Any concerns? Any other stories that you've heard?
Ma'am,
Mita,
I don't
ma'am.
know if this is true,
Mm-hmm.
but I also heard that
I can't hear you. Who is talking?
loses their grandparents also. This is Dipali.
Deepali. Yes,
Hello.
yes, yes. It is.
Hello.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It would. I would say that in first Sade Sati, it's your grandparents. Second one, it is your parents. That is one thing that was well.
Matlab, like first, Sade Sati, you should depend on your parents. Is that what
No,
you're
no, no, no,
saying?
no, no.
No,
You will be
no.
cut off from your grandparents, or like they will be taken away from you. That's the logic. This
Like
is something that
death or emotionally cut off.
yeah, both, because
Both could
physically,
happen.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yes.
Oh,
So the losses, like whenever Sade Sati begins, the 12th house from moon, that is when the Sade Sati begins. The first phase is like you are isolated, basically.
can I ask you another question?
Yes, please.
Like, does everybody have to go through a Sade Sati period? Is that necessary in
Yes,
your
everybody goes
lifetime?
through it. Everybody goes
Okay.
through it.
Okay. It just depends when.
Yes, it just depends when and
Okay.
at what age.
And like you can predict it ahead of time.
Yes, of
Okay.
course. It is
Okay.
just the 12th,
Okay.
the transit of Saturn into your 12th house from moon.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we also know that Saturn is, this is one very interesting scientific fact. So we know that Saturn represents iron, right? And moon is what? Milk,
Silver.
water, all these things. Yeah, silver, yes, but usually, like milk, water,
Hmm.
these things are like denoted by moon. So if anybody has been taking iron supplements, okay, so you would be advised to avoid dairy before and after iron supplements.
Yes.
Yes. Why?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because it is also called Visha dosha. Okay. And basically it will oxidize. Iron will oxidize with water and milk, and it becomes that rust.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is why you're actually advised to avoid milk, especially milk. The calcification happens.
Right. Hmm.
It becomes rust. That is why you're advised for that. So this is also one scientifically that you can explain Vishadosha this way. Any more questions? Anybody about Saturn, about discipline, about stories, about anything else?
Ma'am, there was one experience in my own family wherein
Mm-hmm.
the faith in the family gurus was so strong that this family member of mine went through the entire Shani Mahadasha without feeling anything about it. I mean,
Okay.
they said, though we respect all the planets, but the faith that we have in a guru is stronger. So that is where they taught me also that you have two options. Either you believe or have complete surrenderance towards the creator, or you get scared of the creation.
Yes.
So they said
So
the choice is yours.
yes, I think ASRG always keeps saying Guru ko pakdo. So again, this particular statement
Correct.
emphasizes on what he always keeps saying. So Jupiter is the one who can, let's say, save you from whatever of ill effects of Saturn. So the faith
So
in the
when people also wear this Ghode Ka Naal, because you mentioned iron,
iron, yes. Gode
of the black
Canal,
horseshoe.
yeah, there is like many things.
Multiple.
There is many things that people do. I don't think all that is necessary to balance the Saturn energy. All you have to do is just bring discipline into your life. That's about it.
Remember, what if someone's already disciplined?
Then it is good.
Disciplined in the sense like gets up on time, does everything on time,
Yeah.
respects work, has done a lot of hard work in his life.
Then that
And
person
Saturn
should
is
just
sitting in their 12th house. In
so
the
what?
Lagna chart, the Saturn is sitting in the 12th house.
So what? 12th house Saturn is actually good.
House of losses, ma'am, right?
No, but wherever Saturn is sitting, it actually, like I said, it will improve vriddhi. There is vriddhi in that particular house. So 12th house is not just losses. 12th house is many other things.
Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Okay. 12th house is also your foreign connections.
correct.
Smita, ma'am,
Mhm.
I have a doubt. Experience with my mom. She's going through her Sade Sat. Now this is her fifth year, okay.
Mm.
But during the starting, she cut her hand. She fell down. I mean, she cut her hand twice when she was chopping vegetables and all.
Mm.
And randomly, when she was walking, she fell down three, four times, and she has hurt herself and all. Why does that happen?
Okay. One is, well, cutting hands, I can closely relate to Mars. Okay. Mars and Ketu. So see the transit positions of Mars and Ketu there. Right. And then about fainting, is she low on hemoglobin?
No, no, no. She was just walking and she skips and falls.
Skips and falls. Okay.
Skid,
Also,
skid.
skid. Okay. That is also again, Saturn is affecting your joints.
Okay.
Okay. So in Sade Sati, it's a very common thing that I keep asking people, like, did you get hurt in your leg and lower back?
Yeah, she did. And lots of hair falls too. She
Yeah.
keep complaining about it.
Yes. So, like
So,
leg
ma'am,
and
the only solution you suggest people is to stay more disciplined and have faith in whatever they do and don't
yes,
take shortcuts in life.
yeah, exactly. And have patience. Basically, control your emotions. Don't make hasty decisions. Don't make emotional
Got it, ma'am.
decisions. Sade Sati, that is the most challenging time on your decision making ability.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so when you're not in a good mood, when you're upset, don't make any decisions. Let the phase
Got
pass.
it, ma'am.
Okay, that's one thing.
Because
And
yeah, like you said, ma'am, 7.5 years and 19 years waiting, people really need to have the patience.
exactly. So it is like, but it's not that, all the 7.5 years will be bad. All the 19 years will be bad. That's a very bad way to conclude, or it's a very, let's say, naive way to conclude. Okay, so events get triggered with transits. And also it depends on how well Saturn is placed in your chart. Your Mahadasha, Antardasha depends on that also. What if Saturn is a good planet in your chart? For, let's say, for Mercury Lagna, for Taurus Venus Lagnas, for Saturn Lagnas itself. Saturn is a good planet, and especially even for like Aries Lagna, 10th and 11th, two like very important houses. So it just depends on the placement of Saturn, all these things for Mahadasha predictions, Antardasha predictions. But about your mental ability, about your challenges, about your, let's say, emotional stability, that depends on the transit of Saturn around your moon houses. Okay. And that is why I just said, like Pancham Shani, it affects your, let's say, what is it called? It creates defamation, loss of fame, or like people don't respect you or something. So it is also another way to check how you deal with things.
Mitaji,
Hmm?
Pancham Shani, Ashtama Shani is equally powerful, like Sade Sati.
Yeah, they are, because like I said, these are counted from your moon signs. So
Moon.
it
Yeah.
affect your emotional stability, your mental stability mainly, your decision making capacity. That is being questioned here. Anybody, any other questions? Or we can start with our closing meditations and sessions.
I just would like to add one thing, Smitaji.
Yes.
See, if you really want to understand in life in general, where Saturn will give you trouble and where Saturn will give you result, just watch Capricorn and Aquarius.
Yes.
You will get all the difficulty from Capricorn house, and then you will get result through Aquarius house. Sign basically. That's how Saturn works. Saturn will give you trouble through Capricorn and give you good result through Aquarius. Number one.
Yeah.
And number two, which is the last point, is someone was asking कि हम अच्छे हैं या क्या है करके हम डिस्कस कर रहे थे.
Mm.
We are present, but we actually live our past. We are currently living our past. What we are going through is the fruits of past. So आप अभी कितने भी अच्छे हो, वो आगे जाके next life का है. Unless until you clear all the backlog, जो संचित कर्मा है आपका. This is why आप कितने भी अच्छे हो, Saturn will always be hard. No matter how, even for the people with exalted Saturn, I can tell you immediately, Saturn will punish even more powerfully.
Yeah.
So आप कितने भी अच्छे हो, it doesn't matter. Saturn will be like Saturn is like a judge, and if you want to get good result from Saturn, be like a judge.
Be unbiased, basically. Right.
Exactly. So be like a judge. You should be aware where you are wrong, and when you are wrong, completely, leave your ego aside. That's the first thing you must do. You can do 100 things, but if you still hold your ego, Saturn will keep punishing you. Because ego, reminds Saturn about someone which Smitaji just mentioned.
Yeah. So that is why I said, मैंने कुत्ते को नहीं काटा, कुत्ता मुझे नहीं काटेगा, doesn't work here.
Nara, never, never. And if you really want to see the result of Saturn, the punishment, in your Saturn period, like even Antardasha, Pratantardasha, just watch your Dasha, okay? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter we are in Sade Sati or not. Just with no reason, आप अपने ड्राइवर को, मेड को, पड़ोस में किसी को भी, who especially who is at slightly lesser or lower pedestal than you, आप उसको डांट दो arrogantly. आप उसको सुना दो और उसका वैल्यू उसका इन सिंपल वे यू शो हिज प्लेस, हिज और हर प्लेस, और आपको 24 आवर्स के अंदर रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा.
Actually, किसी को भी, not just whoever is, like in lower or whatever. Anybody.
Yeah, but the lower,
Huh.
but for the lower, it will work like fire. It will like fire immediately.
Yeah. So that is why Saturn is like fairness or unbiased, or like I said, Saturn did not spare own mother. Shani did not spare his own mother. So yes, Shreya. Was it again by mistake, or you want to ask something?
Is there any connection between for people who will be born on 8th? Is there any karmic connection for that? No.
No.
Okay, that's all.
Big no. Then people born on 18th will be like what? I don't know. Yes, Himanshu.
हेलो
Yes, Himanshu.
मैम, एक क्वेश्चन जो एक छोटी सी रिसर्च मैंने जो समझी है
हाँ।
कि जितना अच्छा होता है, मतलब उच्च का सेक्टर हमेशा कलेश ही कराता है, बहुत ज्यादा परेशानी करता है। और जितने मेरे क्लाइंट्स हैं, जितना मेरा क्लाइंट बेस है, जो भी कोई नीच का सेटन लेके बैठा है, वो पैदाइशी भी थोड़ा ठीक ठाक है और खुद के दम पे बहुत ज्यादा उखाड़ता है। तो ये नीच का शनि क्यों इतना गजब का रिजल्ट देता है, ये चीज समझ नहीं है। मतलब मेरे को रिजल्ट पता है कि हाँ ये आ गया, कैसे आया ये नहीं समझ आया।
हम्म ठीक है। तो when when let's say नीच का शनि you said right? So नीच
एरीज
का
का
शनि एरीज का शनि होता है, करेक्ट? सो एरीज इज लाइक द फायर साइन, एक्ट साइन ऑफ एक्शन, मार्स का साइन है। सो नेचुरली जिनका शनि नीच का होता है देर विल बी लाइक मोस्ट लाइकली, ओके, द कर्मा और कर्म प्रदाना कुंडली व्हाट वी कॉल, सो दैट काइंड ऑफ चेंजेस, फ्लिप्स अ लिटिल बिट देयर। ठीक है, तो उनको इसीलिए
हम्म
पैदाइशी सब कुछ मिल ही जाता है।
हम्म,
So, but the exalted Saturn people, you get, whatever you get it for longer time.
जी डेफिनेटली, बट वो उतना
जो
घिसवाता भी है।
हाँ, जो
25 साल
yes, you will get it after struggle, but you will get it quicker if you learn quicker. Basically,
हम्म,
that's the point. आपने अगर
जी
जल्दी सीखा तो आपको रिजल्ट भी जल्दी ही मिल जाएगा। उच्च का शनि हो, नीच का शनि हो, कौन से हाउस में प्लेस्ड है, उस हाउस के रिलेटेड रिजल्ट्स आपको, मतलब जो भी है, फटाफट मिलता है।
जी
कैन आई कमेंट स्मिता जी?
हाँ जी।
देखिए, लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि उच्च और नीच से जो है फर्क पड़ रहा है। इट्स एक्चुअली सैटर्न उच्च और नीच के अलावा जो भाव है
भाव, हाँ।
वो बहुत मैटर करता है, बहुत ज्यादा। फॉर एग्जाम्पल,
12वें।
हाँ मैं बताता हूँ। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सेवन्थ हाउस, बीपीएचएस कहता है कि सैटर्न कैसा कोई भी राशि है, सेवन्थ हाउस में उच्च का रिजल्ट देगा।
यस।
जी
ठीक है। 6, 8 एंड 12 लोग कहते हैं नीच का है, खराब रिजल्ट देगा। ये बुक में लिखा है, केपी में लिखा है, जेमिनी में लिखा है, बीएनएन में लिखा है। मैं क्या आपको लिख कर दे रहा हूं, अगर 6, 8 और 12 में सैटर्न नीच का है, बेस्ट रिजल्ट देता है, बेस्ट राजा बनाता है,
एग्जैक्टली।
मेरे पास
राजा
जो
बनाता
क्लाइंट है।
है।
सिक्स्थ हाउस सैटर्न इज लाइक एक्सेलेंट, वो आपको इतना,
नहीं,
मतलब।
लोग क्या समझते हैं, डेबिलिटेटेड डेबिलिटेटेड वो अगर 6, 8 और 12 में एग्जॉल्टेड है हिमांशु, तो डेबिलिटेटेड एग्जॉल्टेड से ज्यादा अच्छा रिजल्ट देगा।
जी वो नीच का शनि
वो मैंने
12वें घर का और
हम्म।
बिल्कुल।
वो मैंने कल जुपिटर वाला एक एग्जांपल लिया था परसों, आपको याद होगा सेशन में,
यस।
कि उसका बिहेवियर वैसा है कि वो उस हाउस में, ऊपर हाउस ले लो आप, 3 में आ गया, 11 में वो रिजल्ट बेहतर दे देगा आपको, गजब का रिजल्ट देगा। इसलिए लोग सोचते हैं नीच का है तो गड़बड़ हो, नीच का है तो अच्छा हो गया अगर 6, 8 और 12, बट नीच का केंद्र हाउस में है, त्रिकोणा 5, 9 में है, तो प्रॉब्लम है,
हम्म।
प्रॉब्लम है। इसलिए नीच का तब काम अच्छा करता है जब वो 6, 8 और 12 में है। लेकिन
ओके
अगर आपका नीच का है, so you will always start from scratch in that house. That's नीच का सैटर्न का रिजल्ट। उच्च का सैटर्न का रिजल्ट ये है, अब जो आप कह रहे हो कि लोगों में मैंने प्रॉब्लम देखा, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है। वो उसका भाव कौन सा है वो देखना पड़ेगा। अगर वो उसके पीछे पड़ गया है तो सैटर्न तो आपको तंग कर देंगे।
यस।
लोगों को स्पिरिचुअलिटी लगता है केतु से मिलता है, विच इज राइट। स्पिरिचुअलिटी केतु से मिलेगा, बट वैराग, डिटैचमेंट सैटर्न देते हैं। जब तक आप उस हाउस में डिटैच नहीं होंगे और आप मेहनत करे जा रहे हो, आपको रिजल्ट नहीं मिलेगा, मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूँ। इसलिए प्लेनेट का साइकोलॉजी समझना जरूरी है। आप जब डिटैच हो जाओगे, सैटर्न आपको तब देते हैं जब आपको उसकी जरूरत ही महसूस नहीं होती, आप हार जाते हो। आप
समझ
कहते हो यार
जाता
अब क्या कमाना। इसीलिए जो लोगों को पैसा बहुत मिलता है सैटर्न से, वो लोगों को, उन लोगों को पैसे की कोई जरूरत ही नहीं होती।
एग्जैक्टली।
वो बहुत ज्यादा ऐसे हो जाते हैं, ठीक है पैसा है तो ठीक है, मना कोई बात नहीं।
हूँ।
इसलिए सैटर्न उच्च का है तो रिजल्ट बहुत अच्छा देगा। आप ये मत सोचिए दशा आने दीजिए, महादशा आने दीजिए, राजा बना देंगे। लेकिन आपको उसका उस प्लेनेट का साइकोलॉजी समझ के करना है। अगर आप पीछे पड़े हुए हो तो सैटर्न उचका होके भी रिजल्ट नहीं देंगे आपको।
Yes.
इसीलिए सैटर्न से पहले हमेशा राहु का पीरियड आता है। जुपिटर में राहु का पीरियड आता है। राहु आपको स्पिरिचुअलिटी और डिटैचमेंट देता है। राहु आपको प्रिपेयर करता है सैटर्न की महादशा के लिए।
हम्म,
ठीक है। तो राहु मतलब इट्स लाइक मूवी से पहले ट्रेलर आता है एक राहु का।
Exactly.
ठीक है, फिर सैटर्न की महादशा आती है। तो इसीलिए आपका कोई भी मतलब क्लाइंट है कोई भी है, अगर वो 6, 8 और 12 में सैटर्न है और वो डेबिलिटेड है, वो बंदा राजा है, वो हारेगा नहीं लाइफ में। आप लिख कर ले लो।
जी
और
बिल्कुल।
अगर
मेरा
केंद्र में एग्जॉल्टेड है तो बल्ले बल्ले है बंदे की, वो तो पूछो ही मत फिर तो। महादशा आने दो।
Yes.
अभी जो आपने बोली ना, कैप्रिकॉन से मेहनत कराता है, एक्वेरियस रिजल्ट देता है।
Yes. This
हाँ।
that is why I can confirm one more thing, Himanshu. That is why first Sade Sati will be challenging. And लोग बोलते हैं ना second time Sade Sati अच्छा आ जाता है. Second time अगर life में Sade Sati आ रहा है 30 years के बाद आ रहा है Sade Sati तो अच्छा जाएगा. Why? Because that the second Sade Sati time you are getting the result of Aquarius, not Capricorn.
जी 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 जी। तो मैं बस वही कह रहा था, मेरा केतु में शनि का पीरियड आया था और वो गजब का रिजल्ट दिख गया था मेरे को।
Yeah, yeah. It will be good.
आपका बिल्कुल, आपका केंद्र हाउस में सैटर्न है।
Yes.
आपका केंद्र में सैटर्न है। आप कुछ भी काम करोगे, जुपिटर केतु सैटर्न जो आपको रिजल्ट, आप जिंदगी में सिर्फ ग्रो करोगे, आप नीचे नहीं आओगे। आपको सिर्फ काम करना है और कुछ नहीं करना है। अपने आप आपको कहाँ से काम मिलेगा, पैसा कहाँ से आएगा, समझ ही नहीं आएगा। लेकिन जैसे मेरी आपसे बात भी हुई थी हिमांशु, मैं आपको अभी आपका एग्जांपल देता हूँ। आपका 10वें घर में ऑलमोस्ट उच के जैसा बैठा हुआ है सैटर्न। 10वें घर अपने अपने भाव में बैठा हुआ है, गजब के। लेकिन जब आप उसके पीछे पड़ जाओगे तो आपको रिजल्ट नहीं देता। यस और नो, हमने बात करी थी इसके बारे में।
जी
जी.
तो आपको, आप जितना पैसा कहाँ से आएगा, पैसा कहाँ से आएगा पूछ पता करने में लगे रहोगे, आपका काम खराब हो जाएगा। और आप जितना इनडिसिप्लिन रहोगे, जितना सुबह आपकी गुड मॉर्निंग 11 AM पे होगी और गुड नाइट 3 AM पे हो, 3 AM पे होगी, आपकी लाइफ में पैसा गजब का आएगा। और अगर आप सुबह 7 बजे उठ जाए, गुड बॉय बन जाओगे, पैसा आना बंद हो जाएगा। यस और नो?
बिल्कुल।
तो इसीलिए मैं फिर हमेशा यही कहता हूँ, बुक्स को साइड कर दो। आप
Right.
मैं प्लेनेट की साइकोलॉजी को समझो, वो पैसा देगा कैसा है। आप वैसा रहोगे, वो प्लेनेट देता रहेगा आपको, उसे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है आपसे। प्लेनेट तो देने के लिए बैठा हुआ है।
जी
इसीलिए आप अपना ज्यादा पता करके मैं कौन सा काम करूं क्या करूं, काम होगा ही नहीं।
जी
आप खुद हो सकता है 4 साल बाद आप ये ज्योतिष छोड़ दो, आपकी लाइनें ऐसी ही आएंगी, आपको खुद पता नहीं चलेगा आप क्या कर रहे हो।
जी जी जी।
तो
Uh,
इसलिए मेहनत करना ही नहीं है, फ्री फ्लो में चलते जाओ, बिंदास एकदम बॉब मार्ले बन जाओ।
yes. I see some raised hands. Inderji?
Based on अभी जो सर ने बताया था, so 1, 2, 3 facts I would like to confirm and then I'll put my question.
Mm-hmm.
First, ये कि sir said that before any Shani Mahadasha, there's always a Rahu Dasha or a Guru ki Mahadasha. Once that gets over is when the Shani Mahadasha starts. So this I'll agree because I've seen this in my family.
Yeah.
Second thing, ma'am, we said that we all are going through, we are living in the present, but going through the fruits of our past karma.
Fast.
That's where the destiny part comes in, right?
Yeah.
Ma'am, where do the facts of remedies then come in? So I have seen people selling remedies like left, right, and center.
We
Either
at
it is
least
fear mongering to scare people.
yes, Inder,
ये कर लो तो वो कर लेंगे.
if you have noticed, at least in this group, neither me nor Ajay ji have given any remedies to anyone, no mantra chanting,
Correct,
nothing.
correct, ma'am. Correct, correct. I'm just talking about
Fine.
a general
What is your
tendency,
good
right?
name?
Today,
What is your good name?
ma'am, sir, my name is Inder.
Inder.
Inder. Inder, whoever is giving remedies, please ask him only one thing. Where is his Rolls Royce?
Yeah.
Why he can't change his own destiny if he is full of remedies?
Correct,
Are
sir.
you getting my
That's
point?
my question also.
You can't change your
Love
destiny.
Samsung.
You can
You
align.
can you can
They see results
create future.
immediately.
You can create future through free will, but for that you don't need astrology. You need to move away from astrology and embrace something else. अब वो मैं ग्रुप में बताता रहता हूँ ना, अभी इट्स नॉट द टाइम बिकॉज द डिस्कशन इज प्योरली एस्ट्रोलॉजी बेस्ड, बट यू नीड टू embrace something else if you want to create future. That's it. That's all I can say.
And I think you also confirmed that, like following a guru, right? Faith in the guru has uplifted
Correct.
your family. They did not face any kind of issues with Saturn, right? So that is exactly what we emphasize on.
किसी को
Correct.
गुरु बनाओ भाई जिंदगी में, अगर जिंदगी आसान चाहते हो तो उसको पकड़ लो, चाहे पसंद आता है कि नहीं आता। मेक हिम और हर योर गुरु, और जिंदगी अपने आप इजी चलेगी। गुरु के सामने किसी की नहीं चलती। गुरु एक ऐसी ब्लेसिंग है, कोई प्लेनेट उसके सामने नहीं चलता।
सर इसलिए तो बोलते हैं कि अपने कुल गुरु को कभी नहीं भूलो, कुछ भी हो जाए।
But
उन्होंने
yeah,
फैमिली की
but
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेके रखी है।
yes, but I think in the present day it is very important to mention make a sensible guru. That's about it.
Yeah.
Agreed,
I think
agreed, completely
Priya
agreed.
ji has raised, Priya ji
Priya,
raised hand, I think.
yeah, yes, Priya ji.
Yeah. So two things, ma'am. If it is a retrograde Saturn, will the things change during Sade Sati, or is it the same?
It's the same. I am with retro Saturn. I can confirm it. Practical experience.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the
And
same,
what
Priya
about
ji.
huh,
Sorry,
Hanji,
please
sir?
continue. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No problem. No, I just wanted to confirm what if there is a conjunction with Saturn? So will that other planet also put its influence, or no? Sade Sati is completely different.
No, Sade
Like
Sati
for
is
me, it
completely
is.
different.
Huh,
Sade
okay.
Sati is transit of Saturn around your natal moon.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
mm,
yeah, it
mm,
doesn't matter what your lagna is, what your Saturn position is, what your let's say
Yeah, because Saturn is transiting over moon, not own sign.
own sign.
mm.
Yeah, but the first
Okay.
thing I would like to answer is about the retrograde.
Mm,
रेट्रोग्रेड प्लैनेट का अगर आप सोल्यूशन नहीं करते हो तो वो आपको जिंदगी भर तंग करेगा। आपको
You have
रेट्रोग्रेड
told that
प्लैनेट का,
earlier also.
कम्बस्ट प्लैनेट
Mm,
का एग्जैक्टली सॉल्यूशन करना ही है हर हाल में,
Hmm.
वरना आप
mm,
उसका फ्रूटफुल रिजल्ट नहीं ले पाओगे। वो आपको सिर्फ
mm.
30% रिजल्ट देगा।
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
sir.
yeah, that is what Inder we are talking about. Retrograde planets, gemstones are the solutions, the best solution we can give.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Should we be closing? Any more questions? Anybody else?
I think done so far.
Done? Okay, so should we go ahead with the 10-minute meditation that we always do, or shall we just end the session? What do you think?
No, I think meditation is really good.
Okay.
One Smita ji, one remedy or solution people keep on asking. If
Yeah,
you
I
may
can.
allow, I would like to.
Yes, please.
If you want to pacify Saturn, people says you do the hard work, you do this and that. See, Saturn demands detachment. Detachment will never come from astrology. Detachment will only come from spirituality. That is tried and tested. The moment you become detached from your results, specific to the house where Saturn is placed and the houses where Saturn is aspecting, you will start receiving results.
Yes.
So this is the only remedy you need. The more you become high, मिल्क्यूनीरा मिल्क्यूनीरा, आपको मिलेगा ही नहीं। आपको इतना रुला देगा Saturn, आपको सोच नहीं सकते।
Okay, one thing that I can confirm is, for example, fifth house Saturn, right? Fifth house Saturn, stop expecting, like romance, or stop expecting like great results from your exam. Even if you don't study, you will get good results once you do that.
आपको सैटर्न से हमेशा अच्छा रिजल्ट मिलेगा अगर आप सैटर्न को हैंडल, द साइकोलॉजी ऑफ द प्लेनेट जिस दिन आप समझ जाओगे, प्लेनेट आपको बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट देगा। और आपको कुछ भी समझ नहीं आता है, किसी को गुरु बना लो।
Yes.
दैट्स द सिंपल शॉर्टकट मेथड। चाहे आप गुरु बनाना है, उसकी पसंद आता है नहीं आता, शक्ल अच्छी लग रही नहीं लग रही, उसके फोटो लगाओ, अपने वॉलपेपर लगा लो, और उसे हर बात पे याद करो। कोई भी डिसीजन लेना है, मैंने आप पे छोड़ दिया, दैट्स इट।
Yes.
बिकॉज गुरु डिटैच करा देगा आपको।
And if at all you can't find any guru or anything, then fall for Krishna. That's about it. Over. Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. And then this is also one thing, like people say Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. No, it is not one, it is Vande. It's like Vandana. Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Okay.
Mitaji,
Yes.
here in South India, we go for Raghavendra Swami Mata and all.
Yeah,
Even
that is
that is
again.
considered as Guru.
Yes, see, I think when I was asked this spiritually high places, that is why I mentioned Mantralaya, because
Correct.
extremely high place spiritually, because it is so much of Guru aspect there because of Guru
Okay.
Raghavendra. Guru Raghavendra is nothing but, if you see Vrindavana, it is like Raghavendra Guru is holding Krishna in his arms, like baby Krishna. Many
Yes.
pictures, right? So
Yeah.
yes. Guru Raghavendra
So
also
if
is
you
the
don't
biggest
get any Guru,
Aradhaka
you
of
can.
Krishna.
Okay.
And if you see again, Vrindavan is another place which is spiritually high because of the same reason.
Okay. So if you don't get any Guru, we can consider him as Guru and
Yes.
leave
If you
everything
don't
to
get
him.
any
Yeah.
Guru, then yes,
Yeah.
Krishna will become your Guru, or like I said,
Okay.
Guru Raghavendra, or even Dattatreya.
Dattatreya. Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else? Anything else? Should we be closing?
Sorry, I joined
Meditation.
really late.
Yes, that you will get that. Don't worry.
Hi, Smita ji. Hello, Ajay
Yes.
ji. I'm so sorry I joined so late. I wasn't checking the messages, but I hope the session was good and there would be a recording that I could listen to.
Yeah, we are recording, yes. But
Excellent.
honestly, Pratik, you came at the right time because we are starting let's say the reflecting story meditation for today now.
Brilliant.
So you,
Brilliant.
you came in at the right time. This is something I
Very
have
good.
noticed one more thing during the story sessions, people will stay for everything, listen to the story, understand, then question and answer, debate, everything done. When the minute I start meditation, I see people like run away from
Leaving.
the meeting.
I'm actually glad I joined at the right time. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, because this actually is the most important part of the storytelling sessions,
Absolutely.
honestly. Right, so let's just start. Today I will take probably the uh, frequency of Saturn. Let's put it on F scale. The Tanpura. I usually use Tanpura, so I'll put it on F scale today. Um, Can you hear?
No.
Nope.
No, right? Let us search. Am I audible?
Yes.
You can hear the Tanpura?
Yes. Yes.
Sit comfortably. Keep your spine upright and relaxed. hold your hands in Chinna Mudra or Dhyana Mudra with your thumb and index finger together, the other three fingers open, place them on your thighs, palm facing upward. Gently close your eyes. Take a slow breath in through the nose. Hold for a moment. Exhale completely. Let's do it with counts. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the rhythm. Inhale slowly. Let your shoulders soften. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyebrow center. Have a smile on your face. Imagine the noise of the day settling. Imagine you're standing beneath a vast night sky. It is quiet, deep, expansive. Far above, you see a steady, slow-moving light. Not bright like sun, not changing like moon. Steady, distant, watchful. Feel the presence, not as fear, but as awareness, as guiding light. Bring your attention inward. Observe the flow of breath. Ask yourself silently. Do not judge. Let the memories arise gently. Ask yourself, what actions in my life am I proud of? Do not judge, just observe. Let the memories flow in. Accept your thoughts completely. It is okay to think negative. It is okay to be shy. It is okay to be angry. It is okay to be sad. It is okay to be happy. It is okay to be overwhelmed. It is okay to be excited. Accept every single emotion. Do not judge, just observe. Where have you acted from ego, fear, or impatience? Do not regret. Let the memory flow in. Accept your behavior. It is okay. Totally okay. Just reflect your behavior. Just observe your feelings. Accept any negative feeling that arises. Accept any positive feeling that arises. Imagine a mirror in front of you. The mirror is showing your habits. The mirror is showing your responsibilities. The mirror is showing your unfinished duties. Identify them. Accept them. Repeat after me. Say in your mind, I am willing to see clearly. I accept my responsibilities with patience, with perseverance. I promise to deliver my duties rightfully and on time. Feel the heartbeat at the tip of your fingers, the tip of your thumb and index finger. Feel your heartbeat. Observe the speed. Observe your breath. Accept your responsibilities as they are. Own them. Visualize yourself grounded like a mountain. Storms may pass. Time may test. The mountain remains. Say inwardly, say to yourself, promise yourself, I welcome discipline. I welcome patience. I welcome maturity. Notice how the guiding light enters you through the top of your crown, quietly, calmly, erasing the darkness of fear, bringing in stability. Now imagine the cosmic light enters you, cleanses you, teaches you this time, this phase, this difficulty will pass. Time is shaping me. I trust the process. I become wiser. Feel the trust replacing the tension. Slowly bring the awareness back to your breath. Notice the flow of air into your body and out of your body. Trace the path along with your breath. Gently observe the noises in the surrounding. Accept them. Notice your body. Notice if any tension in your body. Slowly bring your attention, your body, deep breathe. Trace the path of the air. Consciously expand your chest and belly as you inhale. Consciously contract your chest and belly as you exhale. Relax your shoulders. Rub your palms gently together. Generate heat. Place your palms over your eyes. Cup your eyes with a few blinks. Slowly open your eyes into your palms. Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you so
beautiful.
much.
Thank you.
So, Smitaji, this is meditation.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Okay. So what were you doing? That is something that now I'm curious to know.
I just used to see, that's all. What about this music and all? I didn't understand.
Okay, the music is actually it's the tanpura that I usually use. I use the
Mm,
scale which is targeted, or which is for the, let's say, particular planet, particular chakra. So today I
mm,
use that
okay,
because we spoke a lot about Saturn. So F sharp is for Saturn.
okay.
I usually use
I
tan.
thought, okay.
Yes. Yes, Pratik.
My understanding was sitting in front of God and chanting mantras is meditation. I don't
Satyanas.
know. No, from today I've left now. Since ASR said yesterday, today I didn't do any puja, nothing. But this relaxed me actually. I was fearing inside. What
Okay.
to do? I'm not doing mantra chanting. No, what to do?
Yeah. So basically, meditation is nothing but observing your breath.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what you did now is called something guided meditation, where somebody is telling you what to do. Now, if you don't have
Okay.
anybody to tell you what to do, you actually sit and observe your breath
Okay.
slowly and steadily, like the first few minutes. Yes, Pratik.
I think just wanted to make a comment on her question.
Yeah.
So chanting is the vibration of sound. Meditation is you observing the breath, as Smitaji mentioned. When you pronounce a word or a sound, it creates a vibration, which is why chanting is done for that, to feel that energy of the sound. And even when you're chanting, you're not singing, you're chanting because you're stressing on a specific word. You're pressing on a specific syllable, and you're pausing at the right time, which creates a certain vibration, which is what we pay focus on.
Yeah, but again, chanting is not as effective as observing your breath. I have to put it like brutally
Okay.
straight.
Okay.
Okay,
And
because yes, what you said, completely agreed. It's about vibrations, it creates the vibration, and especially if you chant it in the Vaikari Rupa, which is Vaikari means,
right,
right?
right.
So that is definitely, it creates that ripples around you, and you absorb those ripples and like the sound waves. That is a totally different thing altogether. But most important thing is to channelize your breath. You have to bring your consciousness towards your breath, and
Right,
especially when
right.
you hold your breath for like that couple of seconds. That is the most important part.
Yeah, that actually helped. I was
Yes.
very like all over the place before I joined.
Yes, so you actually need to exhale more. Well, naturally, even when we are talking, we exhale.
Right.
We cannot talk when we are inhaling.
Actually, there's one more observation that I've had. So our breath changes as our emotion changes as well. When we are
Yes,
angry, we're
yes,
taking like really deep breaths and very frequent breaths. When we are calm, our breathing pattern changes all of a sudden. Even
yes,
when we're listening or let's say speaking, if you're in general very calm, you would not rush while speaking. But if you are having several thoughts in your head, you would rush to even speak. So the breath changes as and when your emotion changes.
yes. So that is when exactly, that is how it helps you to calm down. That is when you're angry, why do you think people say count till 10? Count from 1 to 10.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, because you're
Yep.
just slowing down your breath, nothing else. Looks like ASRG slept.
I count. I applied this. It never works in my case.
Which one?
Counting 10 times, my
Count till
anger
10.
will be same. What Pratik was mentioning actually, see all this thing we try to teach and explain, but बात वही है, इस हाउस में कहाँ बैठा है यही चलता रहेगा.
यही चल रहा है हाँ.
क्या कर सकते हैं? But the permanent solution is this one actually. If you understand this, it is a root cause. You will solve all the problems. बाकी वो चलता रहेगा.
I mean, I was really surprised that, I mean, people thought mantra chanting was meditation. Wow. I mean, this was a boomer for me.
No, mantra
I,
chanting
re-
really
I
works
really thought
actually.
so.
Yeah, yeah. That
Sorry?
she really thought so. I mean,
नहीं
med
नहीं नहीं रश्मि जी बिल्कुल नहीं मंत्रा चैंटिंग इज डिफरेंट एंड मंत्रा
yeah,
चैंटिंग आप करिएगा भी मत
I stopped from today. And I didn't know what to
प्लीज
do.
इट्स ओके
I wanted to do something. I don't know.
कोई बात नहीं इट्स ओके
mm,
इट्स ओके आपको
mm,
कोई पूजा पाठ सब बंद कर दो 3 महीने के लिए चेक करो कैसा रिजल्ट मिलता है
yeah.
Oh,
If you really want to do
आपको
something, you can do Naam Jap, not any
या
mantra.
okay.
नाम जप इज वेरी गुड इफ यू रियली वांट टू डू
Hmm.
दैट आई थिंक आई डोंट नो व्हिच डीटी यू फॉलो
Hmm.
व्हिच डीटी यू फॉलो
Okay, Narasimha.
अरे
Yeah.
भाई ये मत करो रहने दो
Okay,
एग्रेसिव
Krishna.
वंस क्यों कर रहे हो मत करो इट्स ओके
Okay.
फॉरगेट इट फॉर 3 months
Uh-huh.
फॉरगेट इट डोंट डू एनीथिंग जस्ट 3 months के लिए
Okay.
डोंट डू एनीथिंग
Yeah.
Okay.
थिंग्स विल बी मच बेटर
Okay. But alternatively, I wanted something. I wanted to do something. I don't
yeah
know
no
what.
there are
Hmm.
options available there are n number of ott series available in Netflix
Okay.
just binge watch Why, that's a wonderful thing to do. What else?
Yeah.
ठीक है,
No,
बहुत अच्छा
what
है.
I thought was,
Yeah.
अभी हाउस ऑफ ड्रैगन का भी एक सीक्वल है, वो आने वाला है, नेक्स्ट सीरीज आने वाला है.
Yeah.
तो बिंज बिंज वॉच करते रहो, कोई इशू नहीं है. कुछ नहीं है तो वर्ल्ड कप देखो, कुछ नहीं है तो गाने सुनो, रिलैक्स करो.
Yeah,
बट
exactly.
ये मत करो.
ठीक है.
Like I said, if you
ये
really
लोग,
want to do something, you can do Naam Jap. That is
Okay.
the best.
बट वो फिर उसी लाइन में चला जाएगा ना. इसमें तो बात ही है, वो यू
नहीं
नो
वो
वेरी वेल.
जो भी है, yeah, that is what. But
दिया जलेगा, वही सब हो जाएगा फिर.
नहीं दिया, that is what I said. Naam Jap has no rules. You can do it even, like sleeping, laying down.
Yeah, stay away from yellow colors
Yes.
always. येलो
Yes.
कलर से हमेशा दूर. ठीक है, वो जितना करोगे
Yes.
उतना प्रॉब्लम है. नॉर्थ ईस्ट को क्लीन रखोगे, वहां पे बुक्स रखोगे. नॉर्थ ईस्ट में आप कुछ भी रख दो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ब्लैक कलर का कर दो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Don't even think about, like any whatever. I mean,
नॉर्मल रहो, कुछ नहीं है. नॉर्मल रहो. तो जबरदस्त रिजल्ट मिलेगा, मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको. वैसे आपको पता
ठीक
नहीं
है.
है, मैं आई नो समवन हु हैज द सिमिलर जुपिटर इन द 9th हाउस.
yeah.
आई थिंक स्मिता जी
I'll
वी
follow.
शुड like round up what
Yeah.
we
I
should.
think we should wind up, and that is exactly why I did the meditation session. And like, just go sleep after this. But yeah,
Thank
right.
you so much, Smita ji
Thank
and Esther.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.